together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. It's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle, and Tim will be here in a little bit. But we don't have a full MLB slate to go over today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 games, 10 MLB games, and 2 games in the NFL. Tonight we will go over the NFL games once Tim gets here, but we will be going over all of the baseball games until then. But we're not going to waste too much time. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1 went right, 1 went wrong in the world of sports betting. And it was not fun yesterday in the NFL. 10, 17, and 1, down 4.6. Chiefs' first half was devastating, kind of, because they were struggling the whole first half. They finally scored a touchdown with about 26 seconds left. Not that they're going to cover the first half -2, just for Jacksonville to go down and kick a field goal, make it 7-6, and not cover. So that was fun. The full game -2.5 hit, and I found I think I found 3 of the 5 team totals that did not go over yesterday that I embedded over. The Chiefs were one of those. So that was fun there. The Bills' first half -4.5 was a winner. I should have gone with that full game as well, but I for whatever reason didn't. Bengals first half full game were both losers. They lose outright. Maybe this Bengals team just isn't as good as we think it is, like I was kind of saying preseason, but we'll see. And push the team total over 24 with the Bengals there. Titans +125 and the over 45.5 were both winners. They went in overtime. Seattle +4.5. Seattle money line outright winner there. That +180 was nice. Indianapolis, Houston under 39.5 was dead by halftime. And Packers team total under was not a good play. Neither was the full game under. Unders in general were not good plays other than primetime and Jacksonville. Yeah. Bears +3. Bears money line. Bears team total over. Frustrating. And they throw a pick 6 late to ruin the teaser. So that was fun. Giants first half -3. Giants full game -5.5. Both losers. Giants mounted a huge comeback. I ended up live betting the Giants +9.5 and +350. So that was a nice little casher there, but still not good on that game. Rams +7.5, never in doubt. The money line lost, but the McVay kicked a field goal to make it from a 10-point game to a 7-point game as time expired. So I'll take it. I was totally cool with that. And then that Jets game was terrible. Jets +10. Jets money line. Jets team total over. They put up 10 points, turned the ball over 4 times. Very frustrating there. Did get the full game over though. Got the full game over 38.5 there. And then New England, Miami. I should have stayed off the Patriots because I just stuck with the first half full game under. Because the first half under hit, the full game under hit. Real quick, did the team total under hit for the – I feel like the team total under may have hit for Miami. Maybe that would have been the play of that game because the game went under by an okay amount. Nope, they wouldn't have. It would have been 23.5 or 21.5 depending on your book. So it is what it is. Overall, not a very good day yesterday. Still up in the month of September, 202. 222 and 10, up 3.24 units. We start a new week. Rough end to the week, but it is what it is. Good morning. I have to agree. Primetime under. Yep, we're on both of those today. Hit a solid 500 on my Ravens win. I was on the wrong side of that one. What's the key to being successful in 2023? Blindly bet Baltimore every time. Yeah. Yo, good day. Ravens, money line, and Chiefs -3. There you go. Morning, EQ. Morning, guys. Let's get that money. Let's go. And we will get it started here in the MLB. Cleveland Guardians and the Kansas City Royals in this one here. Let's get up my market history. There we go. And we have Quantrill and Singer. This game does start at 2 o'clock, so we get a little afternoon action to get us through our morning. The sign opened up at a 116. It's up to a 120. Sign opened up at a 9. It's up to a 9.5. So move towards the over and a move towards the Guardian in this one here. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game. See if it correlates with the Guardians and the over, and it kind of does. 79% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on these Guardians. 73% of the tickets, 57% of the cash is on the over in this one. Let's take a look at the ballpark pal for this one as we move this to the 18th. There we go. As we have Hoffman Stadium plus 1% runs. There's no stadiums in the double digits today. So 1% runs, minus 29% home runs, minus 4% doubles, triples, plus 17% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here, where we have Brady Singer and Cal Quantrill. Cal Quantrill 1.50 ERA, 1 WHIP, 5 strikeouts per 9, which is 14%, 4 walks per 9, a 180 BABIP, a 437 FIP, and a 5.96 ERA. On the flip side, we have Brady Singer with a 7.82 strikeouts ERA. He's really struggled as of late. 1.78 WHIP, 7.46 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 2.49 walks per 9, a 372 BABIP, a 5.63 FIP, and a 4.46 SIERA. Open advantage going towards these Cleveland Guardians, 4.56 FIP, 4.33 SIERA compared to 5.26 and a 4.28. Hitting advantage does go towards the Guardians here. 88 WRC plus, which is 21st, compared to 84, which is 27th. And looking at the spot, I'm kind of interested in Cleveland at this short price with Quantrill on the mound. Quantrill is somebody that last year was amazing. Again, winning games and things along those lines. He's kind of taking a step back this year. But this Guardians team, I should win this game. They have the hitting advantage. They have the bullpen advantage. I think they have the pitching advantage. The line is moving towards them. So I'm kind of interested here in this Guardians money line at minus 120. And I'm going to pull the trigger on it here. Cleveland Guardians, minus 120 to start the day. It just went down to a 118. Interesting. I'm going to hold off right now. I might add this later in the show. I'm going to lean towards Cleveland, but it's going to be a no play for right now. Just a small lead at the moment. Would you add Niners to that? Yeah. I don't know. Witt over 1.5 total bases. I can see that. Probably not a game you need to get involved with. Both these offense kind of struggle. And these pitchers, you never know. New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. The Marlins minus 145 favorites, total of 8.5 in this game. Let's get to the line history in this spot between Edward Cabrera and Jose Butto. His line's gone down. It opened up at a 155. It's down to a 146 for these Miami Marlins. Total opened up at an 8.5, minus 110. It's down 8.5 at minus 116. So move towards the over and a move towards the New York Mets, suggesting that Edward Cabrera could get hit in this game. Taking a look at the cash flow in this one, 28% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the Mets. So it looks like sharp money coming in on these New York Mets. 50% of the tickets, 54% of the cash is on the over. So it's about 50-50 on the tickets. Slight edge towards the over there for the money. Going to Ballpark Pal here, where we have Miami's Lone Depot Park at minus 6% runs, minus 10% home runs, even 0% on doubles, triples, minus 2% singles. And we'll look at the pitching matchup here. Butto and Cabrera. If I can find the pitching numbers. There we go. Butto's not been bad. 3.86 ERA, 1.21 whip, 11.57 strikeouts per nine, which is 31%, 4.5 walks per nine, a 303 BABIP, but a 2.19 FIP and a 3.89 SIERA. On the flip side, Edward Cabrera, 2.08 ERA, 1.15 whip, 13.5 strikeouts per nine, which is 36%, 8.31 walks per nine. Walks has always been a problem for him. A 0.71 BABIP, a 4.53 FIP, and a 4.69 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the Mets in this one. 4.13 FIP, 4.42 SIERA compared to 4.46 and 4.52. Hitting advantage goes towards the Mets. 108 WRC plus, which is 11th, compared to 85, which is 25th for the Marlins. So I'm kind of thinking the Mets are the look in this game here at a nice little dog price. They playing a little bit better as of late, if I remember right. They are coming in off of a win yesterday against the Cincinnati Reds. They have won. They're 5-5 in their last 10, so they're about even. They lost the first two games against the Reds. They won the last one after taking 3 or 4 from Arizona. I think they can get this series started off on the right note. I like Butto. I think he struggled his last year with the Mets, but this year he's been a little bit better. So I'm gonna take a shot here. As a dog, I'm going to first 5 full game split this. First 5 at plus 127, full game at plus 134 here with the New York Mets. I think there's a nice little bit of value here with New York in this game. So I'm going to take a little shot with the Mets here, first 5 and full game. I moved on the Guardians last night. Probably going to use my DK 50% live boost on them max betting the promotion. There you go. Passing on the Mets game, don't see a sizable advantage for either side. I kind of do with the Mets. But we'll move on here. The Minnesota Twins and the Cincinnati Reds. The Twins are $1.40 favorites. Total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in the spot between Connor Phillips and Joe Ryan. This line opened up at a 142. It's down to a 140, so a 2-cent line movement towards these Reds. The line opened up at a 9.5 minus 115. That total has not moved. Looking at the cash flow for this game, we have nothing for the money line, but we have 57% of the tickets and 94% of the cash is on the under in this game, and yet that line has not moved. Taking a look at the ballpark, pal, for this one, this is the top hitting conditions on the slate. Great American Ballpark, plus 9% runs. 25% home runs, 0% doubles, triples, minus 2% singles. So that's the best conditions on the slate, and they're really not that great of conditions. Plus 9% for the number one on the slate is not great. All right, we have Joe Ryan with a 2.75 ERA, 1.12 whip the last 30 days. He's been good. 10.98 strikeouts per nine, 30%, 2.29 walks per nine, a 304 BABIP, a 372 FIP, and a 3.39 SIERA. On the flip side, Cincinnati, Connor Phillips, 9.64 ERA, 1.71 whip, 13.5 strikeouts per nine, which is 32%. 3.86 walks per nine, a 364 BABIP, a 7.12 FIP, and a 3.94 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the Reds, 4.01 FIP, 4.44 SIERA compared to 4.96 and 4.39. Hitting advantage going towards the Twinnies here, 120 WRC plus, which is 6th, compared to 85, which is 24th. And looking at this spot here, it's tricky. The line's moved away from the the Twins. I don't know. I don't know the cash flow for the Twins game, or for the money line. So I don't know whether or not this line should not be moving or not. And as for the total, I mean, the big money is on the under. I could see it. Joe Ryan's been pretty good, and Connor Phillips, I think, has only pitched once or twice for these. Twice. He's pitched twice for the Reds here in this spot. It's tricky, this one. I think this is an easy pass for me. But I guess I would lean Twinnies just because this Twins team, I've been backing this Twins team a lot this year, and I think they're better than people think. So Yep. Eileen Fish, but pass. Tim says on his way home. Timmy. Leading Twinkies early. Brace to 2 and first 5 money line. I can see that. Pass. Yo. Joe Kryptonite had a really good day yesterday. I know the Colts won big. Chiefs won. Giants did not cover, though, but he may have bet them live. Yeah. We'll move on to the next matchup first. We got the Chicago White Sox and the Washington Nationals. The White Sox minus 120 favorites with a total in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in the spot for White Sox and Natties. We have Joe Nadon and Mike Clevinger. Line opened up at a 120 for the White Sox. It's down to a 117. So a small move towards the Natties. Line opened up at a 9.5. It's down to a 9. So a move towards the under and a move towards the Nationals in this one here. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal, Nationals Park, and even 0%, minus 1% home runs, minus 4% doubles, triples, plus 3% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup for this one here. Joe Nadon started off well, and now he's kind of struggled as of late. But Mike Clevinger, 3.9 ERA, 1.10 whip, 9 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 2.4 walks per 9, 295 BABIP, a 3.23 FIP, and a 4.18 SIERA. On the flip side, Joe Nadon, 6.38 ERA, 1.83 whip, 7.13 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%, 4.5 walks per 9, a 358 BABIP, a 5.18 FIP, and a 5.50 SIERA. So it looks like the White Sox should be able to get to a Don here. I don't know if I trust them to do that. Bullpen advantage slightly goes towards these White Sox, but both these bullpens are terrible. 4.74 FIP, 4.40 SIERA compared to 5.27 and 4.17. Hitting advantage going towards the White Sox, 87 WRC plus, which is 22nd, compared to 78, which is 29th. The line has moved towards the under. I could see Don pitching okay against this struggling White Sox hitting. And I can see Clevinger actually pitching halfway decent against this Nationals team that's really struggled hitting as well. We never looked at the cash flow for this game, which we have 43% of the tickets and 95% of the cashes on the White Sox, 64% of the tickets and 95% of the cashes on the under. And I kind of agree with that under in this spot. Can we get a 5 or is it a 4.5 is the question. Assuming a 5, it is a 4.5. Wow. I was hoping for a 5 there, and we're not going to get it. I lean first 5 under 4.5. Don't know if that's something I'm going to get involved with. Colts winning was my highlight. There you go. Yesterday was so easy, but had a low bankroll. That sucks. Natties, I could see it. Lean Nats, but 1-800. White Sox money line. Yeah, bro. Saints and Browns today. I lean the other way. I took team total unders for those two teams. We'll get into that once Tim gets here, the NFL. I'm on the Saints first half minus 1.5. Get in and out. Fair. I'm on the over 39.5 in the Panthers Saints and the under 38 in the Browns Steelers. I'm on both unders. So we'll get into this. I may take a two-teamer first half unders in both games. I can see it. I'm on both of those. I lean the cover, but the money line isn't bad either. Fair enough. We'll keep on keeping on here. We have the Philadelphia Phillies at the Atlanta Braves. The Braves, this is a pick 'em. I believe minus 107 for these Braves, total of 9.5 in this one. Taking a look at this line history here, we have Kyle Wright and Zach Wheeler. This line opened up at a 120 for the Braves. It's down to a 107. Line opened up at 9.5 even money. It is still 9.5 at even money. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game, we have 50% of the tickets, but 79% of the cash is on these Philadelphia Phillies. 22% of the tickets, 78% of the tickets, 78% of the cash is on this over. The line's not moved at all towards that over. And looking at Ballpark Pal, we have Truist Field in Atlanta, Georgia at plus 5% runs, plus 1% home runs, minus 2% doubles, triples, plus 7% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here between Kyle Wright and Zach Wheeler. Don't believe Kyle Wright's pitched much as of late. Let me get that up. See, because his numbers have been bad, but I don't think he's pitched much. Nope, he's pitched once since in the last 30 days against this said Phillies team, where he gave up 6 earned runs on 6 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 3 innings pitched. So I can see him getting hit again by this Phillies team who just saw him and hit him. On the flip side, Zach Wheeler, 3.55 ERA, 0.95 WHIP, 9.71 strikeouts per 9, which is 28%, 2.37 walks per 9, a 231 BABIP, a 3.6 FIP, and a 3.90 Sierra. Bullpen advantage going towards these Philadelphia Phillies, 3.61 FIP, 3.82 Sierra. The hitting advantage goes towards the Phillies right now as well, 133 WRC plus, which is third, compared to 122, which is fourth. I like the Phillies in this spot. I remember I backed the Phillies an awful lot during that last series against Atlanta. Did not come through. But I see the Phillies as a very live today. And when you look at it, they're underdogs full game, but they're favorites first 5. So I definitely see an edge with them first 5 here more than the full game. But I like both first 5 and full game here with these Philadelphia Phillies. I'm going to take it. Minus 114 for the first 5, minus 103 for the full game. I think there's going to be spots to fade this Braves team down the stretch. They've already locked up a playoff spot. They've already locked up the division. And they basically locked up the number 1 seed. I think the motivation and is not going to be there for the Braves going forward the last couple weeks of the season. And this is, I think, the opportunity to bet against Atlanta heading into the playoffs and betting against them in the playoffs. So I think the Braves are a bet against team going forward, and I like the Phillies here first 5 and full game in this spot. Let's see. I'm on the first 5, Phillies first 5 run line. You don't even have to take the run line. You can get a minus 114 for the money line. I lean Saints first half, Steelers first half. I lean Panthers and Steelers tonight. Panthers, Steelers are the 2 leans for me. I like the unders in both games. Phillies money line, Braves don't care. Correct. I got the Braves, Phillies over 9 at DK. Probably should get the first 5 over 2. There you go. DGen here, same game parlay. Turner, Schwarber, Castellanos, Harper, all to get hits plus the Phillies money line. There you go. I could see an over. First 5 over is only 66%. Never mind. No thanks. 5.5 is 5 plus 105%. There you go. Getting drawn, gravitating force towards those fighting Phils. Yes, the fighting Phils today for me. We continue on. It's Adam Wainwright Day. The Brewers are minus 175 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. We get Peralta and Wainwright here in this matchup. And this line opened up at a 160. It did get up to a 179. And it's come back down 15 cents within the last 20 minutes. So interesting line movement last 15 minutes, but still a small move towards the Brewers since the opening line. Line opened up at a 9 at minus 110. It's down to an 8.5 at minus 115. So a market move towards this under, suggesting maybe Wainwright pitches well. Let's take a look here. 55% of tickets, 87% of the cash is on the under. 62% of tickets, 70% of the cash is on the Cardinals here in this spot. So maybe a little bit of a public dog in this spot. Backing Adam Wainwright? That's kind of confusing for me, but let's take a look at Ballpark Pal. Busch Stadium, one of the worst hitting conditions on the slate. Minus 8% runs, minus 17% home runs, minus 2% double triples, minus 1% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here in this spot here. Wainwright has not been very good. Peralta has been dominant. 2.51 ERA, 0.7 WHIP, 13.5 strikeouts per 9, which is 40%. 1.88 walks per 9, a 185 BABIP, a 2.7 FIP, and a 2.34 Sierra. Peralta may be the best pitcher on this rotation. On the flip side, Wainwright 5.93 ERA, 1.72 WHIP. 4.28 strikeouts per 9, which is 10%. 4.28 walks per 9, a 292 BABIP, a 6.59 FIP, and a 6.25 Sierra. Bullpen advantage going towards these Milwaukee Brewers. 3.51 FIP, 3.48 Sierra. compared to 5.27 and 4.44. The hitting advantage goes towards the Brewers here as well. 104 WRC plus, which is 14th, compared to 91, which is 18th. I kind of lean Brewers in this spot here if I had to get to anything in this one, and maybe an under. At 4.5, the market's expecting Wainwright to pitch decent in this game. Probably not a game I get to. I would lean Brewers and under. I think Peralta shoves in this game. The question is, what does Wainwright do? So for me, it's a stay off. But I lean under, and I lean Milwaukee. Philly, Atlanta over 9.5. I can see it. Tim liking Milwaukee run line and the over 9. I think it's down to an 8.5. So if you liked it at 9, you can get it at 8.5. Wainwright going for his 200th win. However, if the Cardinals lose today, they're eliminated from the playoffs. I'm on the Brews. Time to stick the Cardinals to bed. Yeah, that's an easy pass game. We'll move on. The Texas Rangers are minus 160 favorites at home here against the Boston Red Sox. Total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here between Texas and Boston. We got Jordan Montgomery and Cutter Crawford. Line opened up at 155. It's up to a 158. Line opened up at 8.5 minus 105. It's up to an 8.5 minus 112. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here. See if it represents a move towards the Rangers. It does. 72% of the tickets, 84% of the cash. But I feel like that should move the line more than 3 cents. 50% of the tickets, 70% of the cash is on the under, but yet the line's moved a couple cents towards the over. Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas, minus 7% runs, minus 3% home runs, minus 16% doubles, triples, plus 1% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, where we have Montgomery and Crawford. Crawford, 6.14 ERA, 1.32 whip, 10.23 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 4.5 walks per nine, a 2.86 BABIP, a 3.81 FIP, and a 4.49 SIERA. On the flip side, Montgomery, 4.71 ERA, 1.22 whip, 7.85 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 1.88 walks per nine, a 3.17 BABIP, but a 3.5 FIP, and a 4.05 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Red Sox here, 4.96 FIP, 4.18 SIERA compared to 6.3 and 3.9 or 4.39. Hitting advantage going towards these Rangers, 106 WRC plus, which is 13th, compared to 97, which is 21st. And looking at this spot for me, I definitely don't want the Rangers at this number. The Rangers have been really struggling again as of late. They have lost 3. They just got swept against the Cleveland Guardians, which was really nice to see after 6 straight wins. But this is a streaky team. They lost 3 in a row after winning 6 in a row, after losing 4 in a row, and 7 of 8. This is a team that's just been doing a lot of losing in the second half, which has been beautiful to see. Unfortunately, they've gone over their win total, I believe. But for me, this is a simple stay-off spot, I think, with a lean towards the Red Sox at a dog price. But don't think I'm going to pull the trigger on it. Brew Crew, there you go. DGen move here. Same game in Parlay. Adames, Contreras, Santana to get hits, plus the Brewers' money line. You can see that. He's saying first 5 over, full game over. You can definitely see that as well. Cutter in a midlife crisis, 2-6 since August 1st. I want the Red Sox somehow because Texas has not been playing well. Do I want them as a minus 160 favorite? No. But don't know if I particularly want the Red Sox either in this spot. We'll move on, though. A game that I would very much like to bet, but I mean, I don't bet Orioles games. I will definitely be rooting for the Astros here. And this is actually perfect timing for Tim to show up so he can talk about the Orioles and how they're the most profitable team in baseball and all that fun jazz that he says every game when I say I want nothing to do with this Orioles team because I bet on them and they lose. So,
oh, hi, how you doing? See, all right, so you're already into shit talking right as I get in. I got it. I have a big question mark with today, though. I'm not sure if I'm going to be. Normally, I back him every day. It's John Means today, making his second start since April of last year against Verlander. I think it's a really tricky spot, although +1. Actually, no. Today's not an Orioles day. Do you want to know why?
Astros versus the lefty?
No, they clinched a playoff spot yesterday.
They still got the division to worry about, though.
Correct, but they clinched a playoff spot. You saw them popping champagne and everything yesterday. I think it's a flat spot for them here. You also saw Tampa Bay, I believe, was popping yesterday. Even after they lost, both teams clinched the playoff spot yesterday. Even after all that, so this is not an Orioles spot for me, Nick. Although I would lean towards the overs because I do think there could be some runs scored in this one. But for the first time in a while, and it's because congratulations to the Baltimore Orioles. They have clinched their first playoff spot since 2016. So that's cool to see. I was really happy to see that. And I got to see exactly what the odds were on it. But if you guys watch the preview shows, I gave out the Baltimore Orioles to make the playoffs, and I believe that was +300 or something in that range, 300 or 400 for the ball. I'm going to look it up now, and I'll let you know after we end up going through the chat again. And but I remember giving that out. Nice little casher yesterday. Good way to be able to chill, but I'm gonna stay off this game though, just because of what happened yesterday.
Fair, yeah, and I would very much like to bet the Astros in this game, but I'm not going to mess around with the team that I've had no success with, and actually, I think my ROI has been better since I've stopped betting their games.
Congratulations.
All right, back to the chat. I'm trying to get a couple things done now that you're here.
Oh, I was trying to pull up what that was a long stream. It was a 26-minute stream, a 23-minute stream. I'm pulling. 1 second. And I'll get to it. Make playoffs. Yes, +325. There you go.
Congratulations.
Sorry, I hit a nice one. I figured I'd mention it. Where did you leave off?
I left off that one.
Missed a couple games, but but I'm glad to see everyone. Good luck to you. Good luck to you, AM. Orioles versus Astros. What a matchup. Yeah, it's supposed to be a good one. I like the under 4.5 in the Astros game. Sure. What's up, Timmy? What's up, 420? Words shot sprinkling Dolphins to win AFC division. I had the Dolphins to win the AFC East. So, yeah.
You could have gotten a much better price.
You could have gotten a much better price, though. So, I'm not sure if I would go after it now, but you could have gotten a little bit of a better price. We'll move on to the next game.
Yeah. We have Seattle Mariners at the Oakland Athletics. The Mariners -170 favorites, total of 7.5 in this game. Let's get into the line history in this spot here between JP Sears and Brian. Woo! Line open up at a 160. It's up to a 168. So a line movement towards these Mariners. Line open up 7.5 -105. It is 7.5 -113. So a move towards the over and a move towards the Mariners, expecting them to get to JP Sears today, which when you look at the Mariners numbers against lefties, makes sense. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game. Wow, 96% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the Mariners. Truly nothing will go wrong there. 43% of the tickets are on the over. I have no cash flow on this over, though. Oakland Coliseum, -7% runs, -16% home runs, -2% doubles, triples, -1% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, Sears and Wu. Sears has kind of struggled as of late. Wu's been okay. Actually, he's been really good. 2.61 ERA, 0.92 WHIP, 6.97 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%. 2.18 walks per nine, a 2.20 BABIP, a 3.5 FIP, and a 4.49 SIERA. On the flip side, JP Sears 5.34 ERA, 1.66 WHIP, 7.59 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%, 4.5 walks per nine, a 330 BABIP, but 5.6 FIP, and a 5.33 SIERA. The bullpen advantage going towards the Mariners, 4.47 FIP, 4.72 SIERA compared to 4.19 and 4.84. Hitting advantage is a massive one towards these Seattle Mariners, who absolutely destroy lefties. 140 WRC plus, which is number one in baseball compared to 96, which is 16th in baseball. This total is a 7.5. The Mariners might get that by themselves. I like this over. And I wonder if I can get a 3.5 or is it a 4? It's a 4 first 5. All right, so I'm just going to settle with the full game over. Full game over 7.5 in this spot. And you can get the Mariners team total 4.5 at even money. Sears has kind of struggled as of late. I actually really like. I'm actually going to move on that one as well. This Seattle Mariners team total over. I think that this is priced entirely too low. So even money. Mariners team total over 4.5. This is a way for me to back the Mariners without having to back them on the money line because I don't want to be on that public side because everybody on 95% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the Mariners. So this is what I could easily see Sears getting lit up today, but the Oakland A's somehow find a way to win a game. So who knows?
Yeah, Seattle is kind of falling apart. They're pretty much out for the playoffs now.
Are they?
With Toronto constantly winning now, yeah, pretty much. So yeah, they're let's see, how far are they back? I remember when they were leading the division. Now they're sorry, they're only a game back. Huh.
They have definitely struggled as of late, though.
Who are they? Oh, Texas. Okay, they're a game behind Texas, a game and a half behind.
Yeah, because
Toronto.
Texas can't win a game either.
And my bad because Seattle gets plenty of games against Houston and Texas. So those are going to be big games. These are games that Seattle should win. Should. That does not mean they're going to. I think I'm going to just stay away from this game just because I feel like Seattle's kind of the public side, and I don't want to really be chasing that all too much. So this one will end up being a stay away from me. Obviously, I'll be rooting for Seattle. I have a Seattle division ticket, but that's pretty much dead. I'm hoping Seattle, but I can't touch it.
Who knows with that divisional ticket? Because basically nobody in that division is winning right now. The Astros gained ground in the division the last few days, and they lost 2 out of 3 to the Royals. That should tell you everything you need.
And they lost 2 out of 3 to the Athletics.
No, but they didn't. No, I'm saying the last 3 days. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Back to the chat. I like that. You get it.
You like that?
Shame they have Mariners' first 5 team total of 2.5. Plus 120 instead of cheaper at 1.5. I mean, it makes sense, but okay. I cannot tell you how much I hate CU. Please let Oregon embarrass them. Oregon's they're gonna whoop them. I'll be on Oregon for sure.
It's a 20.5, I believe.
Let's head to this final game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Dodgers and the Tigers. Then we have 2 football games as well that I'll quickly go over before I head out. But Dodgers 175 favorites, total of 8.5 in this one. This was an interesting game, Tim, because pitching for the Tigers today is Eduardo Rodriguez.
Who was
the person that says, I don't want to go to the Dodgers. Yeah, line opened up at 175. It's still a 175. Total opened up at an 8.5 at minus 110. It is now an 8.5 at minus. It's now an 8 at minus 115. And I believe that was 2 nights ago. That was Saturday. With the win, with the Dodgers win on Saturday, they have won their 11th
division
and National League West title in 12 years. It's ridiculous.
Did they clinch yesterday or the day before?
Saturday.
Okay.
And they still won on Sunday. So This team doesn't care. 86% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the Dodgers. The line's not moved. 67% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the over. The line's moved towards the under in this one here. We have Dodger Stadium minus 3% runs, plus 5%, 3% home runs, minus 5% doubles, triples, minus 3% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup, Rodriguez has been pretty decent. 3.38 ERA, 1.25 WHIP, 6.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%. 4.13 walks per 90, 258 BABIP, but a 4.34 FIP and a 5.23 SIERA. On the flip side, Lance Lynn's been bad. 6.21 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, 2.79 strikeouts per nine, which is 7%, 2.79 walks per nine, a 233 BABIP, a 7.71 FIP, and a 6.48 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the Dodgers, 3.53, 3.49 compared to 4.57 and 4.22. And the Dodgers at the hitting advantage, 100 WRC plus, which is 18th, compared to 84, which is 26th for the Tigers. This is, I think, an easy stay-off spot for me. It's a lean towards the Motor City Kitties in this one, just because of the line movement and things along those lines. And I don't know if I want to trust Lance Lynn at this big of a favorite. But with that being said, it's a pass for me. No interest in this one. I think I lean towards the under a little bit as well, but I don't trust Lance Lynn for an under. So the markets are saying under. My numbers are saying over. So pass.
I was about to say I want the over if I'm going after anything in this game. Lance Lynn, and I know you don't like these stats, but 21-8 to the over this year, Lance Lynn, which is 72%, which is number one in baseball, and it's not particularly close considering that Aaron Nola, Dean Kramer, and Brady Singer are sitting at 64%. That's 8% difference. So Lance Lynn, one of the biggest over pitchers in baseball. That, and he has not pitched well over the last little bit. You look at his last couple of starts. All right, two earned runs in his last start, good. And then 8 and 7 in his previous two. I'm going to look towards the over in this game. You just, whenever you see Lance Lynn, you back the over and you move on. That's kind of how I view it. So.
Fair. Yeah. It's not one I'm particularly interested in. So it's all good.
Y'all forgot Padres at Rockies.
There's no line for it.
There's no pitcher for the Rockies yet. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Stacks Pod, G Pickens over 41.5 yards. Stacks Pod is 64 and 72. 4 straight. Get it. Happy Gavin Corbin Kramer Day. Cleveland, Washington, Baltimore, 3-teamer, never in doubt. I love to hear it. Let's jump into the football plays, Nick, which I'm pretty sure we all know where we're going.
Yeah, we'll kick it on off here first with the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. 1 second.
Divisional game. Saints are a 3-point favorite with a total of 40.5. And with divisional games and with primetime games, pretty sure you know where this is going. I'll start it off. Under. You get a rookie quarterback going for the Carolina. You get Derek Carr, still the quarterback for the Saints. And I think this one will come down to which offense can actually make a play. And I'm not really seeing much. I do lean towards the Panthers just a little bit as a home divisional dog. But at the end of the day, it's just going to be an under for me in this one.
Yep, I am on it as well. I'm on both the primetime unders tonight. I'll keep that short and simple there. But looking at this game, I wanted to find a way to back the Panthers in this one. The Panthers follow that little trend of teams that lost by double digits in week 1, which that did okay yesterday. The Bengals did not come through. The Seahawks did in a big way. The Giants did not cover the number. Trying to remember the other ones. The Bears did not. So that was it. Kind of struggled this year with the overreaction narrative. But looking at the spot here, I end up moving on the first half full game under, and I'm also on the New Orleans Saints team total under at 20.5 at -105. That was my way back in the Panthers tonight, is just having them slow down the Saints offense. I mean, the Saints put up 16 points last week against the Titans. I see something very similar in this game. So I'm on the Saints team total under, first half under, full game under for that one.
Sounds good. And we won't jump into the chat for just a second. We'll let you go over this game real quick before you go.
Yep. And by the way, looking at the quick market stuff for these games, for the Saints game, 32% of the tickets, 59% of the cash is on the Panthers spread, 45% of the tickets, 59% of the cash is on the under. So that makes sense. And then for this game, we have 57% of the tickets and 49% of the cash is on the Browns. We have 63% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on this under. I agree with this under, and I think the Steelers show up in this game defensively after getting gashed by the Niners last week. I think this is a bounce back performance for them here. So I'm going to be on the Browns team total under as well at 20.5. This is the way I chose to back these things rather than taking money lines or things along those lines, because I can easily see the Steelers lose a game, something along the lines of 17-13 or something along those lines in this game. And I could still cash the fading the back in the Steelers here. So I'm going to be on the Browns team total under, first half under, full game under, expecting a grinded out type of AFC North battle here. So that's where I'm going for that game.
Sounds good. I will say I wanted nothing to do with the side. Normally we would say, oh, fade the team. This one was a very similar spot as the Bears game for me, because I was high on the Browns coming into the season. I was not high on the Steelers. So I would lean towards the Browns in this game, me personally, but I'm on the under. I'm on the under in this one as well. I think the Steelers are going to be bad. I don't see much from Pickens in this game. This one's going to be a really, really ugly divisional primetime game. Both of them are going to be ugly. Both games are going to be ugly tonight, so it might not be fun to watch either of them. But that's all the games. Nick, I know you need to go.
We are going to, because it's football.
Yeah. Nick, I know you'll. I know you need to go, so I'll let you head out. I'll quickly go through the chat, do some housekeeping, and then we'll head on out for today.
Yep. So have a good one, guys.
Boo! Judging by Nick's jersey, lean Panthers. Yes, he did. Under and Saints money line, same game parlay for me. Good luck. Panthers +3 on your card. Good luck. Steelers money line. I can't do the Steelers. I just can't. D-car interception on my card. I could see that. Their games are ugly, usually ugly. Yes, they are. I agree with Justin. Let's get it. Hopefully no shenanigans in Cleveland, Pittsburgh, like last year when that. Oh yeah, I remember that play. The one fumble. No, hopefully not. Hopefully not. So that's everything for today. We'll quickly run some housekeeping and then we'll go from there. So
Housekeeping.
you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website, all linked down below, along with those big 4 links: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Those are the important ones. If you guys are interested in becoming members of the channel, $4.99 a month. It helps support the channel. 16 cents a day. NFL card and college football card, and 3 to 4 college basketball a week. And then I'll talk to Nick about doing NHL, one NHL every couple of days, and NBA every couple of days. So if you guys are interested in becoming members of the channel, there you go. Recapping for today. I don't really like a lot. I like the Phillies. I like the I like the Phillies and Milwaukee. I like Philly and Milwaukee today. That's pretty much it for the MLB and the under in both primetime games. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll see you guys next time.